toast is toast and the butter is butter, and I'm here, you're here. And your $600 stimulus check could be here as well. More viewers getting their $600 stimulus check overnight. Great news coming in from TurboTax. Great news coming in from H&R Block. And the $2,000 stimulus check is going to be happening. So much great, exciting news across the board, including your FPUC $300 a week, as the Instagram room is flickering. I don't know why. Let me move over here. About 300, and the FPUC $300 a week will be coming as well for viewers who haven't gotten it. I'll be cutting across all this great news, including the debut of PPP 2021, EIDL 2021. And what a great day it is. I'm so glad you joined me. Thank you for joining me. This is Mornings LALATE. If you've not subscribed, go to the Funnest channel, subscribe. Because I'm going around the clock, 24 hours a day, the only news channel of its kind online, 24 hours of programming. We started at 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with EIDL. That had a big update about the EIDL grant. It's very helpful because we're going to have 2 rounds of EIDL grants. More about that in a second. Then I went live, then I came back at 2 o'clock on the West Coast with FPUC, UI, and PUA. So important because you're going to see a lot of different PUAs over the next few weeks, and I don't want you to get confused. So very educational. If you missed those videos, they're now archived on the channel. And then 2 early mornings LA shows, about 100,000 views already, so thank you for tuning in for those. One of them had an audio problem, so I apologize. One of the videos had an audio problem, so the audio was, the underlying music was a little bit too high at one part of the video. Thank you for your comments. I caught it. So I will be fixed for the next one tomorrow morning. And here we are on Mornings LA. So please subscribe and also hit that alert button. And if you noticed last night, overnight, we launched a membership feature for this channel. So if you want to be a member, just go look at that button called join. And as this channel grows, members will have private access to the live stream to comment. But there's also a lot of wonderful other features, and I'll be adding more features to that in addition to emojis and badges that appear next to your name. If you're one of those members, you're going to see an emoji or badge appearing next to your name, whether you're a Purple Hawk, a Purple Power, or a Calcino VIP. Congratulations on becoming one of the early members overnight. And with that, I don't know why Instagram is blinking, but it is. Let me move you over here. It's the reflection of the light for some reason. How do you become a member? You go to the Funnest channel and hit the join button. Oh, there is a members. I've never seen what it looks like, so I just saw it myself. So it just appeared as someone appeared as green, and who was that? That's sort of exciting even for me. It's Sherry McGuire. Welcome to Purple Hawk. So Sherry McGuire has a little green around her. She's a Purple Hawk. Really exciting. And I don't know why Instagram is flickering, so my apologies. Not my Instagram, but not my social media platform. So what a day it is. I'm so glad you're joining me. Let me go over the $600 stimulus check first, then the $2,000 stimulus check, and then we'll cut over to FPUC. Connie, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk as well. And then we will be routing over to the big second stimulus items. So exciting. Purple Hawks get ready to pounce. The Instagram is really flickering badly today. Really not quite sure. Maybe they put it over there. I think it's something to hitting the light of the exterior. All right, so the $600 stimulus check. The $600 stimulus check, let me explain the great news overnight. TurboTax won, and also H&R Block are both vowing to fix it. Thank you for the 2 new Superhawks joining the room. Both TurboTax and H&R Block have sent out very, very nice messages to their customers saying they're going to get you your stimulus check in the next few days. Some viewers for H&R Block have already got to their stimulus check. TurboTax was the second one that was a little bit slower. They actually sent out a very nice message to viewers saying, hey, you're going to get your check in the next few days. So great news. You're taken care of if you're TurboTax and H&R Block. Next, my paper check people. Frankie, who I think might be on the Instagram account right now, he sent me a DM from the New York in his car with the paper check. So I guess he's driving to the bank to deposit it. So congratulations to Frankie. He's in New York. He got his paper check. We're still at about, I would say, 15% of viewers if you got a paper check. If you remember our nomenclature on the channel. Paper. If you got your first check by paper and you got your second check by paper, write paper on the screen. If you paper no, then put paper no. But so far, it's really sort of slow. I would give about another week for people to start getting the for getting the paper check. There's so much exciting. So paper no, says someone right there. And it depends on how how much patient. DD no paper no. So we see a couple paper no's. Um, and there you go. The next thing oh, let me make something very clear because someone just said post a nice comment. I'm here to help everyone. Membership has nothing to do with me helping you, so I'm helping you no matter who you are. Except you're a donut guy. So you can post your comments across the stream. I'm helping everyone. Membership has nothing to do with whom I'm helping or who I'm not helping. So there you go. Paper no. So I see a lot of paper no's. Some electronic no's are still very abound. So the electronic people are getting some messages from IRS that if they cannot find your check, that you may not get it until your tax return is filed. I don't know if that's conclusive for everyone. Give it another week. It's a little bit too early for my electronic no viewers to worry, but don't worry just yet. It's also a tax layer. I don't know anything about tax layer. If you're so for your my electronic nose and my paper nose, give it at least another week. Also, if as I've been reporting, if you are a person that they attempt electronic, it fails, then they're going to paper. Your paper is going to come awake after the paper people. So you could be a two more weeks of waiting. But we'll know a little bit in a little bit of time. Kathy, electronic email from TurboTax. Congratulations. Know anything about what a file I got to use? No, you can't actually file anything just yet to fix the $600. So there is physically nothing. Thank you, Shonda, for becoming a Purple Hawk. There's nothing yet you can do to fix your stimulus $600 situation yet, and that includes people who have several family members and one of them didn't get a check. So there's nothing yet to fix it. The best news is our nomenclature: electronic, no, electronic, mean you got it. Paper, or paper no is the best way we see one another posting messages. So you can actually read the messages like I'm seeing them on the live chat at the same time as an indication of where we are. Next, let's cut back to that $2,000 stimulus check. It's going to happen. It's still unclear if the events of yesterday will sort of slow down the $2,000 stimulus check. This is what you and I know, though. This is what we clearly know. They can't do the $2,000 stimulus check until at least Friday, 5 p.m. Why? Because Friday, 5 p.m. is when Georgia certifies the senatorial election results. And it's at least 5 p.m. It could be later that night. What day are they going to swear in Warnock and Alsop? I've not heard. If you've heard, certainly drop in the comments right now. I've not heard. Maybe they're going to swear them in on Saturday. Maybe they're going to swear them on Sunday. I presume they swear them in as fast as possible. There's a lot of emergency bills that got to get out there. So until they swear them in, Nancy Pelosi may be deferring on the issue of caution. On an aside, if you follow me on Twitter, I posted something yesterday and then I deleted it. But let me tell you what happened last night. Um, Last night I went on eBay. I went on eBay and I typed in uh, Nancy Pelosi to see the most recent posting to eBay, the auction site. And sure enough, just what I predicted was on there, but actually worse. Nancy Pelosi's office computer was stolen and posted on eBay last night. I called DC police and they were very much aware of it already at the time I called. I don't know if it's her personal computer or if it's a staffer's computer, but the eBay posting had a picture inside her office with a desk, with a computer, with the files, with the screen already on, and the poster to eBay claimed to have stolen her computer and was selling it on eBay. So these things actually slow down things functionally. I mean, can you imagine going to the office and your computer's gone and you're supposed to do a bill for $2,000 stimulus checks? Those things impact it. No one else is really talking about these things. This is a world exclusive. You're not hearing this anywhere else except here on this channel. No one else is reporting the magnitude of the items stolen. The when I called DC police, I said, hey, this is the posting. They said, we're very aware of it. They stole a lot of furniture. They stole a lot of items. We've been aware of it for a while. And so if you're writing a bill and you don't have a computer, it causes a problem. And I don't know the magnitude of how they do their computers. For example, they may have only one, database for writing bills. And if Cash Act is on, this hard drive and the hard drive stolen, then they got to go find another hard drive. Thank you, Ann, for the super chat. So this is really a big issue across the board. So it may impact your $2,000 stimulus check for a few days. They went right back to the Senate floor and the House floor last night and worked. So that was a very good indicator. So when is it going to happen? The $2,000 stimulus check would, thank you, Marvia, for the super chat. The $2,000 stimulus check could not happen before Friday, so we know that. Will it happen next week? It should. It really should. At this point, there is sort of an emotional issue. They may be waiting for President Mike Pence, if you know what I'm referring to, before doing it. But I don't think they need to really do it because they can set it up for potential veto override. Remember, what is a veto override or a veto proof? You do a bill, you get enough votes in favor of it, you land it on whoever president's table it is, and then if they don't do anything with it, you do a veto override. That could get the deal done by the end of next week. I think it's like 3 days. They got to wait for the veto to happen, or 4 days, and then they do the veto override. If not next week, the week after. So the question is, that's 7 days. Well, today is the 10th. 7 days is the 17th. See, you're starting to get really close to the 20th. I mean, you really only have 7 days to get this really tight, this $2,000 stimulus check before Inauguration Day, versus just doing it simple on day one. Now, let me explain something else. Nancy could do the bill, the $2,000 stimulus check on, let's say the 15th or the 16th in the House, call for a vote on the 17th. I don't know what day of the week it is, if it's a weekend or whatnot, and then send it to the Senate. And then the Senate could let it sit there. Chuck Schumer could intentionally let it sit in the Senate for a day or two. He doesn't have to call for a vote for a few days. He can let it sit there until January 19th. And then, thank you, Sadie, for the super chat. And then on January 20th, he can call for a vote and approve it. I mean, that's what I would really do if I was Chuck and Nancy. I would get everything you want to get done, let it sit in the Senate, and have this whole stack of stuff that's ready to be voted on the 20th, and then vote on it and then send it off. Because we're really in a tight bind. So could you get a stimulus check of $2,000 before the 20th? I don't know. I see some great comments from Aaron about when they're adjourning. Everything's going to change because there's so many emergency events occurring. People's furniture is gone. People's computers are gone. The floors of the building have been really badly destroyed. They walked away with podiums. They walked away with easels. They walked away with statues. So this is not going to be a normal environment, but these people are very determined. They are very angry. If you're an elected official and the other side did something to jeopardize your computer, jeopardize your livelihood, you are not a happy camper. You are ready to pounce. And so I think you're going to get the $2,000 stimulus check before the election. I mean, before inauguration, can be done, but they may just pile things up and get them done right on the 20th. So now with that, we're at the 15-minute mark. Let me give you a big update, and then we'll cut back to second stimulus, because those are things for you, Purple Hawks. We have some Purple Hawks in the room already, so thank you for joining. There's some Purple Hawk stuff that you need to get ready for. And now at the 15-minute mark, let me give you a big update. Thank you for joining me. This is Los Angeles, tuning in live from LA. It's a little bit cool outside, but it is sunny. You see how beautiful and clear it is, even though the sun is very strong this morning. This is LA. This is Mornings LA. Thank you for joining me on the start of an exciting day. The Congress is now blue. The two senators out of Georgia will be sworn in by the end of the week after the votes are tallied, and that everything of your stimulus dream is going to be coming to reality. Second stimulus check, done. But third stimulus or Cash Act stimulus, that's going to get done. Then Biden's stimulus, multiple stimulus checks, hazard pay, FPUC, $2,400 of SSI and SSDI, FPUC retro, EIDL grant. So many things. Yes, they're absolutely all happening. And you're going to see over the next 6 months a total change of the guard. You're going to see stimulus like you never saw before. You're going to see an enormous number of programs that are going to go live that you qualify for. The best thing that I can do is have you keep yourself open and keep yourself focused. Have a pen and paper on your desk that's writing down second stimulus items, then third stimulus items, because as Purple Hawks, you're going to have to ready to pounce. These are not going to be automatic items, not all of them. Some of them you have to apply for, and there'll be thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I will be personally here to help you get approved for anything that you qualify for, answering your questions on screen. That's what I do better than anyone else out there. I get people fortunes. I'm not here to report the news. I'm here to get you moolah. Thank you for the people who have already joined the new membership on this channel. The membership is just a way to have me be more in touch with you. I'm still helping every single person, whether you're a member or not a member. And thank you for Jennifer Scott for becoming a Purple Hawk minutes ago. And let's now cut, and if you're not subscribing, please subscribe. Also, hit the alert button so you don't miss a next video when I go live, and also like this video. I'm not quite sure why Instagram, where we're simulcast today, is flickering, but I apologize for that. And also on the early morning show, there was a problem with one of the music audios. So sorry, it was a little bit loud, but it won't happen again. All right, so now let's cut to let's cut now to second stimulus. A couple things about second stimulus. SNAP. Your SNAP benefits are going to increase 15% for 6 months. That's what the second stimulus package says. So you'll either see the increase from January to June or February to July. Depends on your state. Every state is run differently under SNAP. Reach out to them if you're not clear, or in simple regards, if you don't see the increase in January, it's going to be an increase in February. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you have a child staying at home, cannot go to school because of the pandemic, go reach out to SNAP and get pandemic EBIT. That's $114 a month per child. Thank you, Brian, for becoming a Purple Hawk, and thank you, the person before. That was a Desert Ore. What a beautiful name for becoming a Purple Power. I want you to ensure that, and Kathleen, thank you for becoming a Purple Power. I want to ensure that you get the SNAP increase for each child. Reach out to 211 or call SNAP, contact the Department of Agriculture. All right, now the really exciting, great news across the board is what's coming next. PPP, EIDL for inner city and for ranchers and farmers, and then food, rent, utilities, and also finally free internet. Someone last night had a really great tweet to me about the internet, said that they think that the internet will be done through a federal program, and I forgot what it was called. I think they said Lifeline. If that person's in the chat here or knows about it, can you repost it? Because I was I was a little tired, but I was great to hear someone who had an insight where they think the free internet may be. So it's something for us to all watch as Purple Hawks, and I will watch as well. That they said it was a federal program called Lifeline. Never heard of that. And someone on the Instagram says, I will look for it as well. Really exciting, because we've not heard where the free internet is going to be. Thank you for the other person becoming a Purple Hawk just a minute ago. The next thing is the free rent is going to be the slowest thing. How do I become a member? You go to the front channel, there's a button called join, and you hit the join button. You hit the button that says join. The question about the free rent under the second stimulus, that may be a little bit delayed because it has to go to your cities and counties. So if you need free rent, you need free internet, reach out to someone said it is Lifeline. It could be Lifeline. Thank you, Golden. I appreciate it. So maybe it's Lifeline. I'm going to watch Lifeline then for you. If you need free rent, you need free internet, and you're waiting for second stimulus, which could be another week or so, then reach out to the volunteers. They're at news.lalate.com/community. They're also in the pinned comment to this video. You can reach out to them, and they can help you get free rent now through some of the nonprofits like United Way, Salvation Army, community charities, Catholic charities, community action, Catholic charities. I don't want you to wait because I know some people are having problems with rent right now. Remember, there's an eviction moratorium in place under the second stimulus. There's an eviction moratorium in place. So your landlord cannot evict you. And I have some people, so it may be live stream instead of lifeline. Okay. I have some people sending me DMs that they're facing eviction. You should not be facing eviction just yet, because of the eviction moratorium. If you need help with the eviction moratorium, reach out to the volunteers. How do you become a Purple Hawk? You go to the front of this channel and hit join, either Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. Other people are saying it's live stream. Someone just said under Snap you can get free internet. I never heard of that. That's really exciting. Viewers have a lot of stuff right now. Um, some people are very excited to be Purple Hogs. It's exciting for me to see different colors on the screen because I just usually see gray. There's another one. Christy became a Purple Hog. What a day it is. The next thing is adult dependents gain $2,000 stimulus check. Yes, yeah, that's in the Cash Act. I'm green for LLA. Yes. I don't know why the color scheme was green. Maybe I could change the color screen to purple. It was, I was trying to figure out how these things work last night. The next thing is the EIDL and the PPP. If you let me get a sense because I haven't not gotten a sense from viewers. The EIDL grant under second stimulus, not Biden stimulus, under second stimulus, is low income communities, ranchers and farmers, and the PPP is for anyone from Airbnb, Grubhub, Postmates, Uber, Lyft, sole practitioner, and if you got a PPP before. Of those two things, if any of those interest you, can you post on the screen EIDL or PPP or both if any of those things interest you? So I get a sense if there is an interest on those. I can't get a sense how many ranchers or farmers I have watching at the moment because I haven't asked the question, and I have no idea how many people may qualify for the EIDL. So there's one EIDL, both. Okay, there's one both. So I get a sense of who might be interested in the magnitude of the interest for something like this. PPP, there we go. Me either. Okay. I'm still inactive in California. What's going on? It's very slow, Big Bear. It's very, very slow. EIDL and PPP. Okay, good. EIDL, PPP for DoorDash. Good. You should also do EIDL for DoorDash, if you're interested, but I don't know if you are interested. Low income. EIDL. Okay, so we have people for both, so that's good. So I will do both. PPP and EIDL. Well, thank you. I'm interested in PPP. Okay, great. So I'm going to try to figure out where in the programming time slots to get this more in here, because it's important that you get this money. Uh, then let me turn to PPP so I get a sense from viewers as well. Do you know, yes or no, do you know where you would go get your PPP, or you want me to cover where to go get your PPP? Yes or no? Do you know where to go get your PPP, or do you want me to give you guidance where to get the PPP? Because that was a big issue back in May. Some people just didn't even know where to go get it. Uh, uh, yes. No, says someone else. Do you know where to get your PPP? Yes or no? Um, Drop on the screen. No, so you don't know. Um, is it going to be extension for unemployment? There is an extension for unemployment already, to March 14th. Where to go? No, no, yes, no, no. Okay, so it's about no, 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 no. So it's more no's than yes. Okay, so great. So now I got a sense of uh, what people need guidance for. So I need guidance, please. Absolutely. Okay, great. I don't have a sense of things because this is, back in May, I would actually print out all the comments, read them on screen, go through it, but there's only 200 comments. So I have a sense of what those 200 people were reading. Now that there's 2,000 people in the room, it's hard for me to get a sense of it, but you just answered it. So I really appreciate it. I really thank you so much for that. Let's turn to second stimulus. Thank you, Christine, for so much. Let me turn to third stimulus. If you want to become a Purple Hawk, you go to the Funnest channel and hit the join, Join button. Either Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. Tracy as well. Go to the Funnest channel and hit that. There's Robert. He just became a Purple. Cabbage will not participate. Oh, thank you, Milka, for the information. That's very helpful. PPP for graphic designers. If you're an independent contractor, sure. If you're an independent contractor, sure. Thank you for being here. That's my job, Tom. My job is to get you moolah. That's my job from day one. All right, so let's get to third stimulus. Third stimulus is Biden's stimulus. Third stimulus is now what? Today is the 8th, so it's 12 days away. Can you imagine? I mean, it's just mind-blowing that I'm talking about 12 days away from you getting the insane, incredible, delicious, wonderful stimulus that I was talking outside for 6 months, where people thought it was never going to happen. Hazard pay in the sun and SSI, they're like, it's never going to happen. It's insane. It's 12 days away. So I'm so excited for you. Let me get to all this. Today is the 7th. Yeah. So 13 days. 13 days? Yeah, 13 days. Sorry. I said 12 days. Okay, 13 days away. So I skipped a day. All right. So wait, today's the 7th? Yeah, I thought today's the 8th. Okay, so 13, 12 days, whatever. The third stimulus package is just exciting. Let me go over all the items. Remember, you should get a little paper in that house, a little paper where you're watching me, and get that pen out. Don't be the donut guy. Thank you, Nancy Pelosi, for becoming the Purple Hawk. I appreciate that. Get your pen and paper out. You want to write down second stimulus, the items you just heard, like free internet, free food, free SNAP, rent, $2,000 stimulus check. Make the list of things you're watching for as a Purple Hawk for second stimulus. Now, lower on the page, you're going to put third stimulus. You're going to write third stimulus and write the items you're starting to hear. Okay, so for third stimulus, 2 items that are automatic. So donut guy's going to like these. The first one that's automatic is the SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits, veterans, and did I say it right? SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and veterans benefits increase, all automatic. That's great for donut guy because he doesn't have to touch a pen, doesn't have to even lift a finger. $200 a month from January to December, but the January one's going to be delayed. Then a lifetime increase up to 20% and a new benchmark. Next thing that's going to be automatic, donut guy's going to love. Thank you, Christina, and thank you, CNs for the super chat. The next things what's with the green? I know I don't like the green. I mean, I was doing this late last night to give me some slack. I was like, okay. And there was actually another thing where you could do an add-on where you could do something fancy, and I couldn't find it. I was going to reach out to YouTube tech support to say, where is that thing? It was just there. I couldn't find it. Is it hidden under the $12 ice cream? Where is it? What is going on there? Someone on the Instagram said, what have I missed, LA? I like the green. Okay, good. Welcome, Purple Hawk. Crack it up. Someone's like, what's with the green? There's nothing green about this channel. That is true, but I wore a green shirt yesterday. The great news is that the third stimulus has another automatic item for the donut guy, and that's the multiple stimulus checks. After that, everything else under third stimulus package is not automatic, and that's why I got to get that list out, got to get that pen out. So what are the not automatic items under third stimulus package? Hazard pay, FPUC retro, which is sort of quasi-automatic. So if you've already certified for those weeks, you're good, but you still got to wash for it. FPUC retro, $600 a week, back to July, 20 weeks, $12,000. Hazard pay. Who applies? Do you apply? That whole thing. Am I eligible? Am I not eligible? Am I essential? Am I not essential? That was the original. I think that was our first live video at night, was I was saying, are you essential? You're not essential. That was what we used to do, Q&A. I loved it. Then we have the new EIDL grant. That's going to be for everyone. So the EIDL grant this next few days when it goes live is just for farmers, ranchers, and inner city. The next EIDL grant will be for everyone. EIDL loan, PPP, free internet, free rent, and more, and student loan forgiveness, eviction moratorium. So there's a lot of stuff on third stimulus. I may have said a lot there for you to hear and get on your list of paper that's on your home, but I'm repeating this details throughout the day. So don't worry about it. I keep freezing. Someone says I keep on freezing. Am I freezing up or am I okay? It doesn't look like I'm freezing here. Um, even through blurry eyes. So something is going on. It's are the $200 is the $2,000 for children too? Yes, that's Cash Act the way they wrote it. So the children go from 600 to $2,000. And with that, let me answer some of your questions. We're already at the 30-minute mark. That was a fast video. I got an email yesterday from TurboTax. Yes, TurboTax and H&R Block are doing a great job. They're stepping up and fixing it. You are Mr. Freeze today. I'm so sorry. I'm really freezing up. That's awful. You're good, says Denise. How do you join? You go to the front of this channel, and there's a button called Join right on the front of this channel. So you go to youtube.com/LALATE, and you're going to see a button now there that says Join. You may actually see a button Join on this video channel. I think you see it maybe on the left. I called, will they really do the 25th Amendment and impeachment? Hugh, yeah, I mean, I was thinking last night, you see how I just ran 30 minutes covering stimulus. There's almost no time to talk about politics or 25th Amendment in a 30-minute video. You see how much money I got to get you folks, that it's not as though I'm avoiding the subject. It's like I literally have no time. I don't want the videos to run an hour long, but there are calls for 25th Amendment among his cabinet members. There are issues that they may not be able to get 25th Amendment done quicker. There are other ways that they can do similar type of things other than 25th Amendment. The real issues at hand is whether they want to block him from ever serving office again versus do they want to just protect the U.S. government for the next 12 days. Those are sort of different interests. And I really, and meantime, Facebook has banned the president from posting anything on Facebook until after January 20th. He is banned from Facebook or suspended until after January 20th. His account is on lockdown on Facebook. Twitter had a 12-hour lockdown on his Twitter account, but they have yet to decide whether they're going to put a ban on his Twitter account until after the 20th. Are they still giving an SSI raise to 20%? They are. That's Biden's stimulus. That's third stimulus. But we're going to see this all in late January. My daughter got $4,200 for herself and 6 kids. Lord. Lord. Okay, that's a lot of stimulus. So congratulations to that viewer. My goodness. Big hug to you. Wow. Nancy joined. Yes, Nancy is a Purple Hawk. So congratulations to Nancy joining as a Purple Hawk. I think Mitch McConnell comes in as well. I don't, yeah, just. No, I don't think he's blocked on all social media indefinitely. I don't think Twitter had made a decision this morning about him beyond last night's situation, but I don't know. I'm not. It's so much for me to cover. You see, I have so much money to cover. Get you that I called DHS. That was a great comment. What did it say? I called. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't know. If you wrote that, can you repost it? It was a great comment. Georgia Department of Labor says we are reviewing the federal rules for PUA if yours expired. Okay, good. But some viewers in Georgia have already gotten their your $300 FPUC. My 18-year-old got her stimulus yesterday. Did she just turn 18? Because adult dependents can't get a stimulus check. Well, maybe she files her own tax return. I don't understand how an 18-year-old gets a stimulus check. That doesn't make any sense. You're such a professional. I know, until I knock over the stat account. They announced it this morning. Oh, they announced it this morning. Okay, good. $1,400, Isabella. Yeah, it's going to happen. I call it DHS and the Department of Agriculture. No one had heard about anything about PBAT. Of course. Oh, Can someone else who has got to the PBIT, the additional $114 for the child, post something in the comments to help that viewer where they get it? Because yeah, it's it's out there. That's what happens with these bad civil employees. There's always someone bad on the phone that has no idea what they're talking about. I painted my car purple. Says Todd. Uh, any info on Michigan? I think some viewers have gotten the $300 for Michigan. Oh, she just turned 18. Okay, there you go. Massachusetts, no check yet, or $300. Give it some time, you Po. Massachusetts is paying the 300, so that's really great news. What happens to the retroactive stimulus, $2,000 a month? They're not going to do retroactive $300. Wait, retroactive stimulus check? They're not going to do retroactive $2,000 stimulus checks. They'll do retroactive FPUC. Yeah, they're going to cheat you out of those past stimulus checks, unless we're talking about the adult dependents. Does the 15% go on top of the SNAP with a child? Yes. The total SNAP check you get per month is increased by 15%. It's actually called PBET. Oh, did I not? Well, Shannon says it's called PEBT. I think what Shannon's explaining, because I appreciate that, Shannon, is I think I'm adding an I to it. I was calling it pandemic EBIT, but it's pandemic EBT. So I'm adding an I to it. The abbreviation for pandemic EBT is PBET. So I'm adding an I to it. It's sometimes when I'm misspeaking. So that might be why the call center person didn't understand what you're talking about. Thank you for that help, Shannon. Terrell in the Instagram says it's PBET. And yeah, it's short for pandemic EBT. And then Jasmine says it's pandemic EBT. So yeah, it's pandemic EBT or PEBT. Again, this is why we go back to those civil employees. If you say pandemic EBT and they're like, I don't know what that is, then say PBET. Oh yeah. I don't know. I never heard of the word pandemic. They always do the same thing. So they don't understand pandemic EBT, then say PBET. It's called PEBT. Recap. Yeah, let me give you a recap now at the 37-minute mark with 3,000 people in the room. My goodness. What a day it is. Thank you for joining me on Mornings LA. The toast is toast and the butter is butter, and I'm here, you are here, and the sun is out, but my lower back is hurting. So thank you for joining me on a great morning. If you've not subscribed, go to the Funniest channel, subscribe. Also hit the alert button so you don't miss a new video when I go live. I'll next be back with you on Home LALATE at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And also like this video. Meantime, this channel overnight launched a join feature for membership if you want to become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or a Calcino VIP. And thank you for the viewers who have. The great news across the board is that $600 stimulus check is getting some resolution. Finally, TurboTax and H&R Blocks are both fixing it. And thank you, Pamela, for joining. The TurboTax and the TurboTax and the H&R Block are now fixing the $600 stimulus check confusion, and they're getting it out to viewers. So you're going to get it in the next few days. So that's all done. Congratulations. Paper, electronic still remains an issue. I would say no less than 80% of viewers have not got to their paper check. They were supposed to get their paper check. So it's really hideously delayed. The electronic check, I would say it's still about 50-50. It's not that high. Tax Acts and other companies, I don't know. I haven't tracked the other online tax preparers or tax slayers. Someone asked me as well. I used TurboTax and I received mine Monday. Well, that's good. I know some that had not received their TurboTax as of yesterday. So it's all hit and miss. The $2,000 stimulus check, it's happening. But the question is if it's going to be delayed because of the events of yesterday. Nancy Pelosi's computer was stolen. Yes, in a world exclusive only heard on this channel, I discovered Nancy Pelosi's computer is available for sale on eBay. One of the rioters broke into her office. Well, actually, a lot of rioters broke into her office, but one of the rioters stole her computer from her desk and posted to eBay for sale. Well, how do you write a bill if your computer's stolen? And where do you write the bill if your computer's stolen? And is that her computer or is that her staffer's computer? Ultimately, these things impede things getting work done. It doesn't stop them, but slows it down. And the big issue is whether things will get slowed down. But when you look at the calendar, today is the 7th. I thought it's the 8th. It's no less than about 12, 13 days away from Joe Biden coming into office. So there is a functional way to do it if they don't want to do it next week. They can't do it this week, the $2,000 stimulus check, because they have to wait for Warnock and Ossoff to be flown to D.C. to be sworn in. That won't be till at least this weekend, if not Monday or Tuesday. But what they can do, if they don't want it to land on Trump's table, is they can pass it in the House, send it to the Senate, and let Chuck Schumer sit on it until January 20th. And then January 20th, after Biden's inaugurated, have a Senate vote, pass it, and then get it done right on the 20th. I think you're going to see an enormous surge of stuff being done around the 20th and 21st. Does he get sleep on the 20th and 21st? I will not be getting sleep. So thank you for joining me. What a great day it is. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm here to ensure that you get money around the clock. You're going to be getting second stimulus items. You get third stimulus items. I am here dedicated to ensure you get every penny you owed. That's the focus of this channel. This focus of the channel is not to read a script. Focus of this channel is not to hold a piece of paper I printed out from CNN or Fox and say this is what happened. My job is to answer your questions, to get you money, to have you understand how to get things approved, to understand the application, to figure out where the application is, to get the money, and to go from point A to point B. And with that, have a great morning.